Welcome to the box stacking problem. This is a classic dynamic programming challenge often found in technical coding interviews. It involves 3D geometry and optimization logic. Imagine you have a set of rectangular 3D boxes. Each box has a height, width, and depth. You are given an infinite supply of each box type. The goal is to stack them on top of each other to create the tallest possible tower. There is one crucial rule for stacking. You can only place a box on top of another if its base is strictly smaller. This means both the width and the depth of the top box must be less than the width and depth of the box below it. If the dimensions are equal, you cannot stack them. Since you have an infinite supply, you can rotate any box to use a different dimension as its height. For every single box type given, you can generate 3 unique instances. One uses the width as the height, another uses the depth, and the last uses the original height. To solve this efficiently, first generate all possible rotated instances. Then, sort these instances based on their base area, which is width multiplied by depth. Sorting in descending order ensures that for any box, you only need to look at previous boxes in the list to find a valid support. This problem uses a variation of the longest increasing subsequence algorithm. Define MSH of I as the maximum stack height ending with box I on top. To calculate this, add the height of box I to the maximum stack height of any compatible box J found earlier in the sorted list. Let's trace a simple example. Box 0 is the base with a height of 10. Box 1 is smaller, so it can go on top, adding its height of 20 for a total of 30. Box 2 is even smaller, adding 15 more. Box 3, however, is too large to fit on the current top, so it is skipped. The final answer is 45. The time complexity is O of n squared, primarily due to the nested loops required to check compatibility with all previous boxes. The sorting step takes n log, and the space complexity is linear, O of n, as we store the generated instances and the height array. Remember these key points. Always generate all 3 rotations. Sort by base area to streamline the process. Enforce the strictly smaller constraint for both width and depth. Finally, apply the dynamic programming approach to find the maximum height.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.